Wrestling Rundown Week 115, and we got a short, quick, and to the point midweek wrap-up, NXT wrap-up. It's the two matches that happened prior to TakeOver, plus a couple of post-match interviews that you can actually find on YouTube if you go to WWE's YouTube page. But yeah, we'll talk about the opening match. We actually were talking about where this guy had been for a while. We had Ty Dillinger taking on Wesley Blake.
Starting to miss him.
Ty Dillinger, still over as fuck.
Prayers were answered.
And I mean,
And the answer was 10.
There was actually a sign that said needs more tens. So we got ourselves some Ty Dillinger taking on the recently singles run Wesley Blake, who's got some very boring theme music.
Very boring theme music and very underwhelming gimmick change.
He doesn't even really have a gimmick.
He's just like slightly more flamboyant and showmanshipy than he was as part of the tag team.
Yeah, he's taken all of the energy out of his gimmick that he had with.
He took the dubstep out of the cowboy.
Yeah, he's not even a cowboy anymore.
Well, he's got the fringy boots. So.
Isn't it? Okay, he's a lackluster cowboy, is what he is.
He blows a lot of kisses now. That's kind of
That's
weird.
true.
Picture on Instagram of him blowing a kiss to himself.
And it wasn't enough to distract Ty Dillinger, because Ty Dillinger.
He didn't give him 10 kisses.
No, he gave him a perfect 10 beatdown though, and finished him off with the fireman's carry into the neck breaker on the knee, which he's now calling the tie breaker, which is fantastic.
Good name.
Fantastic play on words.
Good name.
Ty Dillinger picking up the win.
Yeah, Ty Dillinger, man. If you could... Boogeyman getting on some action. Ty Dillinger, if you could, like... You could find his picture in the dictionary next to over AF.
Yeah, no. The near 15,000 people that were there for TakeOver are losing their goddamn minds for Ty Dillinger. So
let's get some storyline going on for this
No,
guy.
Ty Dillinger needs TV time, for God's sake. We had a few of the post-match interviews. Had one from Bobby Roode saying that TakeOver was the first step in making NXT a better place, and that's been his focus since coming in. Austin Aries saying that Hideo Itami is going to end up going the same way that Corbin and No Way Jose did, because when they try to take his spotlight, he's the one that puts them down. So he's looking to make Hideo Itami his next victim. Bayley was disappointed that Brooklyn didn't work out in her favor like it did last year, but Ember Moon came up and said, hey, you may not have won, but you looked awesome out there, and it's been amazing seeing you on here, and it's given people like me a shot, so I appreciate what you've done. So a very, very nice exchange between those ladies. And then the Revival, just on top of their game after the fantastic match with Gargano and Ciampa.
Couple of jamokes.
Saying that they have now taken out every tag team there is or has been on the NXT roster. They can beat them all, so the main roster guys might as well start coming down. Bring down the Usos, bring down Breezango. Doesn't matter who it is. Bring them down and we'll beat them too. So,
see if anybody accepts the challenge.
I think that would be awesome. I think that'd be a great way. If you bring down some of the jobber teams, like some of the teams that obviously aren't getting the TV... Ascension, maybe the Vaudevillains. Shining Star. There you go. You've got 3 main roster teams that you can start really putting the Revival over on. And
yeah, Revival's already been put over on Vaudevillains, though.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's who they won
the
tag titles from in the first place.
That is who they beat for the tag. Okay.
The first time around.
Never mind. And then we also found out that Shinsuke Nakamura will be back next week to address his title win. And the rumors are still going around about what the severity of Joe's injury is. His tweet saying that it was dislocated, then quickly relocated. So he's just looking to get cleared so he can come back and probably take the title back from Shinsuke.
The diagnosis is his face got fucked up by
Yeah.
Shinsuke's knee.
He caught a case of Kinshasa, and it's a deadly disease that's running rampant through NXT right now.
I actually got a second opinion from Doc Gallows and Dr. Anderson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said it was just knee face-itis.
Knee face-itis. Yeah, it's it happens. Especially in the world of wrestling, and I think there's a new wave coming through with Shinsuke on the roster.
Yeah, he's a carrier apparently.
He is indeed. We also had another glimpse of the Sanity promo, the little vignette that happened. Nothing really new with it. All the same imagery, the same word. Still kind of waiting to see who that ends up being. We have our, we talked about, if you go back to our NXT TakeOver review, we had our guess as to who it was, that being Sawyer Fulton and
Alexander Wolf.
Alexander Wolf with the Mad Max type gimmick that they're running there. And then in the main event, we had some tag team action as TM61 took on the Authors of Pain. Authors of Pain now have names, and they have cool masks that they come out with, like a skull mask with almost like the Taz towel over the head. But Akam and Razor are the names of the members of the Authors of Pain. Interesting choices. I'm wondering who decided those were the way they wanted to go. But good match with TM61 though.
Yeah.
This was a good match for both teams. TM61, the fact that they've only had a few matches on TV, they were really able to amp up their game. Shane Thorne with a fucking awesome somersault dive to the outside onto one of the members of Authors of Pain.
It was really interesting to see, like, the Authors of Pain have to be on the defensive for a little bit.
Yeah, no, TM61 took the fight to the Authors of Pain, which was good to see. We're starting to see maybe small chinks in the armor of the Authors of Pain, which is good for the tag team roster because now they see that there is a chance to beat these guys. But eventually, Thorne ends up trying to go for a dive to the outside and gets caught with an uppercut from Akam, I believe. And then they end up doing the double back-to-back power bombs, and then Nick Miller gets hit with the running clothesline Russian leg sweep combo, and the Authors of Pain pick up the win. So, Authors of Pain still undefeated. Now, it's going to be interesting to see where the tag team division goes from here after that epic tag team title match at TakeOver. You've got TM61, you've got the Authors of Pain, potentially Fulton and Wolf coming to the roster.
And don't count out Gargano and Ciampa yet.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. They're definitely going to be mainstays. So, interesting to see where it's going to go. That is our quick update on NXT. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
And if you're listening, probably the shortest podcast we've put up, be sure to click all the links down in the description, take you to all of our social medias. For those of you watching videos, there's a podcast link. For those of you listening to the podcast, there is indeed a YouTube link. So you can come over here on the YouTube and check out the videos that you don't get podcast style. This week, that being our next video, which is the Cruiserweight Classic review.
Yeah. Post down in the comments what's your opinion on who should be the next #1 contenders for the tag team championships over on the NXT.
Yeah.
Let's make that a little topic of conversation.
That could be a good one.
Also, check out our other page, our brother page, if you will. It's the Reasonable Wrestling Fans. It's reasonable, the W in front of it.
Just like wrestling.
It's where you're going to see us do things that aren't just sit down on this couch and talk about what happened on TV right after we just saw it.
Yeah, it's YouTube-y stuff.
Yeah, we got an unboxing video over there. We got a rant over there. We got a reaction video over there. And in very short time, if you subscribe on that way, you'll get to see me hit him with a kendo stick.
That's what I get for making wagers on pay-per-views that I'm not totally sold on.
Well, we're going to do it for Backlash too.
Shit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.